Yes, people, how are we all? Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Right, here I am. Me. Yes, people, how are we all? How are we all today? I'm sure not great, given the instant reaction I've seen is typical. But let me just, those people that have been here and watched me since I was, what, 200 subscribers, you guys know I don't over exaggerate. I'm going to get passionate in this video, by the way. Just give me a minute. I am. I don't over exaggerate a win or a loss. I've learned that recently, not to do that. You know, I've been working in the game. It helps you, not at the game. During the game, it's a completely different story, but after it, I'm quick to calm down and realise and analyse. The first half was dead rubber. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to have a real rant in a minute about a certain aspect of our game that I hate, or not like at all. First half was dead rubber, passive, not aggressive enough. And there it is. There's a word. But not good enough. Players' touches weren't there. Georgina Rutter weren't coming off for him. He was slow in possession. It's alright being slow in possession. It is. It's alright being slow in possession. But then you need a trigger where it speeds up really fast. It's realising when that is. And we don't have that enough. And the main aspect of that and the main person for that is Chris Somerville. And I truly believe in that first half he was not good enough. People talking about other players. I don't think he was aggressive enough. When's Chris Somerville best? You saw in that second half when he's aggressive. He was not aggressive. He was too passive. He's getting the ball deep and giving it to a man. If anything, just run in midfield with it. Just run forward with it. That's what you're good at. People create around him. We draw players around him and create chances. That's how we create in the second half. Everything came through Chris Somerville making a run. Everything. We didn't do that in the first half. He was too passive. Midfield was fine. I guess the centre-backs were fine, but the fullback, the timing of the runs were too static. We'd get there and stop, as opposed to getting there at the right time, to be forward and aggressive with it. And it's so frustrating. And we'll go into the second half. Same thing. But we were probing a bit more. We got into the game, and then we get a goal. Good goal. Chris Somerville, again, that guy, doing the things he should be doing throughout the game. And then it's their goal. And it's so annoying. And this links in with changes, because everyone's asking about changes, making changes earlier. That's become a thing. You know, most managers don't make changes till at least the 65th minute. I get it, I do, and I'll play both sides, because I don't think it's defined each way. Football isn't like that. Anyone that thinks like that, you know, as a coach, you have to understand each side of it, and that's what I'm trying to do. Failing, but I'm trying. You make a sub, and I think it's Pep said this in an interview, you make a sub early, you failed. You know, in other words, the team you put out there to start the game, you believe is your best team. And I agree, it is our best team. They didn't look tired, because they were running around like crazy in the 80th minute. They did not look tired, so I'm not buying that. They looked fine. You play your best team, and that is our best team. And that's the team that should, regardless of if we did or not, that team that we put out, that starting 11 that everyone wanted rotated, should win this game easily, because of the personnel, the players we've got in that, the money we've spent. Should win it. They should. But we should take Ampadu out. Ampadu was fine. Ampadu was sprinting around the pitch at 85 minutes. Not a problem. He was fine. He was good today. There's not an issue in the personnel. The players are not tired. They didn't look it. You can't say the players are tired when they're sprinting around the pitch in the 90th minute. They did not look tired. They were not tired. They were fighting at the end of the game. They're not tired. That's rubbish. Personnel has to come in, has to be as good as the players on the pitch. And they're not. So he's not playing them. They're not good. They're not as good as the players are starting. They're not putting the numbers in training. And that's what people are not. Training is important. If the players are not doing well enough in training, they're not going to get minutes. It's not charity. Don't matter who the player is, who he was at his previous club. If they're not putting the numbers in at training, not doing as good as they are in training, they're not going to warrant more minutes. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. They've got to step their performances up. It's that simple. But the starting 11 is the same, and it should win this game. We're too passive as a team, and I keep saying this. Look at that second half. When they got that goal back, what is wrong? with 4 or 5 players in that build-up. Ampadu, I didn't see it because the coverage. Lost the ball apparently in midfield. Then they got the ball out wide. I think it was Jed Spence. Yeah, I'll just jockey you, right? And I'll just let you get it in the box. 2v2 in the box. I'll let you do that. And then in the box, you've got Pascal Struijk and Joe Rodon, who were excellent on the day. Just didn't jump. But we're taking them 2 off. Are they tired as well? Yeah, that's 3 players. We should have took 4 players in that build-up. We should have took it off. Sorry, I'm getting moany now. Yeah, not good enough in them moments. It's moments. It's moments in this season. I'm looking at that second half, and around 75 minutes, when we brought on Nonto, who is a good sub to have. And there's definitely a question, and one thing I will agree with is, should Nonto start? I agree with that one. Let me just clarify. That is a question. I'm not swapping out with people talking about Ampadu swapping out. No. Give up. The only one for me who I think has done enough as a sub this season in little minutes is Nonto. I agree with that. But then you have to question, well, where's he coming on? Because when he came on today, we took fullbacks off and a midfielder. So, and then we tried to create combinations out wide with him and Somerville. We can't start games like that, obviously. That's ridiculous. That's suicide. But there's a question. I'm not taking him off for Dan James because, again, I thought he was excellent defensively again today. That's an underrated aspect of his game. He stopped 3 or 4 counter-attacks. Suddenly to talk of Joe Burrow. Again, quiet game for Joe Burrow. It was. Talk there. I agree with that one. Let me clarify. I do. Any others, I think it's wild. They've not done enough. They're not showing enough. They're not just going to get charity minutes. You've seen what will happen. We don't win when that happens. But he comes on, and he injects some aggression, some passion, desire, does Nonto. He just runs with it. He just runs forward with it. It's so simple, football, right? He gets the ball and runs forward with it. 1v1, texts his man on, wins a corner, gets the crowd going. And I'm going to say something that's fairly controversial here. Hear me out. And I've been in this situation last year where a game like that can really help. And people saying this might destroy our season. I think it could be the complete opposite. Could be. Depends on the mentality of our players. Because the second we start to show aggression, the second we start to win corners, and the second their players try to fight us, it got our crowd going. And it got our players going. And our players slowly started to realise, talking about Chris Somerville, Nonto, Rutter, Dan James, Ampadu, Kamara in midfield, winning absolutely everything in that second half, by the way. Everything. Nothing got past him in that second half. That angry crowd helped them. It helped them step up. Did you notice that? From the 70th minute, the angry crowd helped them. It helped them be aggressive. And that meant our midfielders are winning every tackle. Our midfielders are taking risks. Jorginho's finally holding the ball up. Jorginho's turning his man. Jorginho's spreading the ball out wide. Chris Somerville is finally getting the ball and running it and trusting his ability at 1v1, 2v1. Trusting himself. Archie Gray's getting further forward. And this is the risk, but this is also the reward side of it. It weren't enough today. But for me, the passiveness and the aggressive side of our game is too far apart. There's no medium. There's not a good medium yet. There's games where being passive is fine and we've got enough quality. There's games where we're aggressive and it's fine. But we're also, teetering that line. But there's nothing in the middle where we're aggressive, but by being disciplined. Today, last 15 minutes of that game, got that crowd going. And I'm looking at the players fighting. You're looking at the players at the end of the game fighting. That now, from a negative performance, could, and I've been in the situation twice, that performance can really motivate you to want this more. Because that makes you realise, why are we not aggressive? Why are we going in each game going, yeah, we'll just be good enough because we're Leeds and we've got Cree and we've got Rutter and all them. Now you're going to go into each game saying, F this league, I want to get out of it. I'm done with these lot kicking me about. These lot starting on my mates. These lot cheering every kick we do, cheering every corner. I'm fed up of it. It's the mentality that we have to have. We're Leeds United. Marcelo days. We played some good football. Yeah, of course we did. It was mesmerising. But it wasn't nearly as well. We were aggressive. We were so aggressive. And that got that crowd going. And through a negative result, it actually got Ellen Road into a raucous atmosphere again. It did. And I'd love to, someone was there the last 20 minutes, when we were being aggressive. So it was wild in my ears. Is that true? Let me know. Look, you can question the manager, you can question individuals, but there's not a lot of difference between us and the teams above us. There isn't. There really isn't. Leicester have the best team in the league. I think we still have the best individuals, but they're playing a way in which they're look, I'll be honest with you. Look at Leicester fans. Half of them don't like the football. Probably less. But a lot of them don't like the football, the older ones. They don't like it. It's too slow, it's too passive. They have the quality though. They have a little bit more quality, a little bit more cutting edge. Grind teams down. We don't have that. We're too raw. We're very young. We're a young side. Ipswich is there and there. Boom, boom, boom. Concede, score 2. Concede another one, score 3. We're in between both at different times. We can score 3 and concede 2 in a game. We did it against Ipswich. We did it against Norwich. We can do that. We can also win a 2-0. The balance in there is, from that winning a nice, easy 1-0, 2-0, we can be too passive and too naive and concede goals like today, and it's 1-1. And in the aggressive games, you might lose 4-3. Your players might get injured. You might be knackered. There's no balance there yet. Not a perfect balance yet. But the next game, show the mentality of these players. It will show it. Let's see now, from the reaction today, if Ellen Rhodes turn up angry, because I think we need that. I think Ellen Rhodes has been too nice. I do. I think he's been too nice. Not nice as in chants and stuff, but just too nice. Too kind. There's a kind of want within me to see how this goes now. And I love situations like this. I hate situations like this. I like to see how teams react to situations like this. Because every team in a winning season has been through adversity. A realization period where it's got to be better. We've been winning games where we've not played great. We've played great and won games. We've lost games where you could argue we were the better team. We drew a game today in a circumstance that got the crowd going crazy, angry, annoyed, frustrated. I think that's where we're best as a fan base. I do. I really do. I think that's where we're best as a fan base, when the crowd's angry. Not like booing the players, 'cause I don't think there's that. It's angry. It's wanting more. It's knowing there could be more. That's what the crowd was asking for and praying for. And the players, for me, rose up to that to an extent. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. But question the manager, fine. But those people saying Fark out, my mind is truly blown. Seriously. Like, that is wild. Guys won the league twice. What are we doing here? Come on. What are we doing? Those people just skedaddle. It's wild. Question him. Why are we passive? Ask him in the press conference. That's what I'd ask. That's my question. We look better when we're aggressive, Daniel. Why are we not aggressive for 90 minutes? Or at least a bigger chunk of it? Why do we wait to concede a goal to be aggressive? Why don't we start like that? Why don't we like that for 30 minutes? Why don't we like that for 60, 70 minutes? That's what I would ask. I want to know. Maybe there's a good reason for it. He knows. He knows all the stuff. He's done it. He's done this before. So I want to ask him why. That's my question. Because it gets the crowd going, and the crowd gets the players going, and suddenly the players are playing like we know they can. Well, we didn't score another goal from it, but we should have done, right? They stepped up to it. They stepped up to the aggression from the crowd. Ask him in the presser. Why is that? Why don't we do that? I get the minutes. I get you have to reserve players. Of course you do. But I think we're too passive at times. I don't think there's a balance. I don't know what you guys think about that. I know it's a slightly different take because other people have got their takes. This is coming, and it's all about perspective. All about perspective. All about perspective. I like to talk about something a little different to what most people speak about. So I think it's an interesting aspect. the mentality side of it. Why do we not use that crowd? Why is it rely on that crowd to be aggressive? And now I'm so interested to see the next game. I can't wait because I want to see how that aggression from that crowd today has been repaired. But because we've been spotless at Ellen Road this season, crowd's not been like that there. It hasn't been like that yet. Hasn't. I'm interested to see what happens now. Have we got Angry Ellen Road back? Because I like angry. Not last year's angry. That one angry. That was just sad, wasn't it? That was horrible, man. What a terrible year. Anyway, angry, aggressive Ellen Road that we had. Everyone against Leeds Ellen Road. Us against the world Ellen Road. That's what it is. You saw that another cup final today. They were fighting our players on the pitch. They wanted this. Sunderland wanted it. Every team wants it more because of who we are. That's a fact. I showed it. Us against the world. That's what we are. Got to be. But I'll be honest, look, I got this on here. I go to a football uni. Every team wants to beat us because of that, because it's a football uni, and there's a misconception that because we're a football uni, we all think we're sick of football. Not the case. Every team wants to beat us more. They just do. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. The Leeds who come from the Premier League. Everyone hated us 18 years ago when we weren't even good. Imagine now. The players have to know that. And the grounds, the Ellen Road showed them today that that's the case. It's us against the world. It always has been, it always will be. F this league, right? That's what they have to think. F this league, I'm done with it. Let's get out of it now. Simple, man. Responsibility on each other. Responsibility on the manager, responsibility on every individual player, all the staff, the coaching staff, everyone. Responsibility. Realise what we are and what we can be. Right. I don't know what you guys think. I appreciate also. We're off on one there. Yeah, right. Peace, people.